Okay guys, I'm back for round two. Going to be getting this front door off of the car, and then get it on the stand upside down. Then we got to tape the car off, and we're going to paint the jambs on the car, not the whole thing. We're going to blend the jambs and then paint the back side of the door jamb. I'm going to do it all outside so that it can dry really quickly in the sun. 2 light coats of clear, and then after that, later on this evening, I'll put the door back on. All right. Get it up on the stand here. I'm gonna go get some wax and grease remover, because before I scuff this door down, I want to wipe it down with wax and grease remover, because I don't want to spread any sort of wax or grease or anything around the door jamb itself. Before I grab that, I want to take this latch out of the way. Bigger one. This is a 25. I think I need a 30. Okay, one other thing I want to take out. Well, we'll just leave it like that and put tape around that. I don't feel like trying to fish that out of there. That'll be fine. And we'll just tape around that boot as well. And then obviously this upper weather stripping is just going to stay on because I don't want to tear it. So now I'm going to go grab some wax and grease remover. Just want to rinse it down real good. It's not real, I don't see any grease, but better be safe than sorry. Well, actually, look at that. Didn't look like it, but there's grease on it. Something on it. Dirt. I'm actually going to grab a regular paper towel and rinse this one more time. Actually, there's some over here still. Yeah, even though it didn't look bad, look at that. It's quite a bit. I'm going to grab some paper towels. Much better this time. All right, I'm just going to take my red Scotch-Brite pad and just scrub this whole surface down until it's dull. I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, this is all scuffed down. So this only needs to be blown off, taped, and wipe it one more time. Now I'm working on these door jambs. Excuse me. Some 320 sandpaper. I'm just going to go ahead and just hand sand this down. And we are going to blend the color into the panel. Same thing with the rocker. We're just going to blend all this inside here. And we're going to use a little bit of a spray can blender that I have on the clear coat. So I want to get all my tape line edges, get all those scuffed down real good so that they look more like that. So you can see how it feathers back into the paint. That's what you want. And these jams, we're not looking for perfection here. We're just looking to clean them up, keep them from rusting. You know, there's no nicks into the bare metal anymore or anything like that. It still has a few little waves in it, but like I said, we're doing a budget job here. We're trying not to spend a fortune on it. And areas like this will never matter. I mean, the car has 170,000 miles on it. It'll probably get another 100,000 miles out of it, I would imagine so. But we're just trying to, you know, prolong it, not spend a fortune on it. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, sand this jam down really good. And actually, the couple little ripples I see are actually coming out with the primer. So I got to sand this one and the one over there. And after that, I can put plastic on the whole car. We can get these sprayed and inside the door jamb sprayed, the back side of the door sprayed. And then later on this evening, I could put it back on. And I'll probably just make a short video once I bolt the door back on. Clearly, you guys saw me take it on and off already with that stand. How nice that door stand works. Tell you what, man, I think it was 200 bucks or maybe a little bit more. That was probably the best money I ever spent, because now I don't have to bother my friends to come over and help me hang a door, take a door off, hang a door, take a door off. I can do it all myself, which makes it a lot easier because you're not waiting on somebody to give you a hand. Plus, I think it's less risky because it's bolted to the stand, or it's not bolted to the stand, but it's secured into the stand, and it's not flopping all over the place. You're not worrying about somebody, you know, having to move their hand because their hand's getting tired. So if you guys, any of you guys are doing a lot of this stuff, I highly recommend getting one of those. So, all right, I'm just gonna keep sanding away here. I'll be back. Okay, guys, everything's sanded down. I'm working on covering the car up. Now, let me give you guys a really good secret. It could be the nicest, calmest day of the year, okay? And if it's really hot out and you want it to be windy, just try to cover a car outside with plastic. I guarantee it'll get windy, and then you have to tape the ever-living crap out of it to get it to not blow off the car. Every single time I try to do something really small outside, this is what happens to me. So I'm gonna keep fighting with the wind, figure out what you gotta do to get the plastic to stay on there. Literally just needs to be on there for like a half an hour, just long enough for me to put a little paint on the jams, then I can take it off. So let me struggle with this for a little bit more, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, the car is all blown off, taped off the best I can get it. It's pretty good. Just want to get this on before the wind keeps picking up or whatever it's going to do. Now I had this mixed in Omni Plus. This is better than regular PPG Omni. This is between Omni and DBC. So this is the kind of the middle of the road. And usually it covers really well. It's supposed to be a 1-to-1 mix. Now, this color had 4 variances in the color, which is really not that bad. 4 variances is not much. I've done colors that have had 10, 12, 14 variances. So, that being said, and I'm blending the color, I just had them mix it prime. Prime is just the standard color for this. Now, prime is what the color is supposed to be. And then when you have variances, there could be a variance where it's lighter or darker than prime. So I'm right in the middle, and we'll make it work. So I'm gonna mix up, we don't need a ton. Like I said, it's a 1-to-1 mix, but it seems a little bit thin, so I might go a little less than that. And we're not putting sealer down, not in the door jams. We are just gonna put the color down, and that's it. Color and then clear, no sealer. So I'm gonna go a little bit under 1-to-1. I put 200 milliliters in here, and then I filled the reducer to 350. So it's 200 milliliters of color to 150 milliliters of reducer. And what I have in this cup should be enough, more than enough to do what I need to do. So I'm gonna get this mixed up, get the gun hooked up. We're gonna go out there and get the first coat on. Hopefully it just covers in a few coats, so I don't have to put a lot on. covers extremely well. And if you're wondering, why am I hitting this part and not down there, there's a molding that breaks it off right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put a second coat on this. This wind is literally drying this stuff almost instantly. For some reason I just lost air pressure. I don't know why. There we go. My handle on my regulator's loose. 2 coats is all I'm gonna need. And if you noticed, I rolled the tape back up there because I'm going to blend the clear into that rolled back tape and then peel it off. Okay, we barely used any color. My regulator knob, look at this. I need to tighten that Phillips screw. I don't know if I have a screwdriver in here. I thought I did, but I might not. I'll have to grab one. All right, I'm gonna get the gun washed out. Now, when I run the gun through the gun washer with one of these filters on it, I have to take it off. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see, I'll bet you this fills this back up to a quart, which you gotta keep in mind, it's already reduced, but that's fine. That little bit's not gonna hurt anything. Yeah, that paint covers really well. Probably could have got away with a pint on this job, but I didn't know how it was gonna work and I didn't want to run into an issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the gun cleaned and we're gonna mix up clear. By the time I'm done cleaning the gun, we'll be ready to put clear on. Okay, I'm gonna take this spot blender and we're gonna hit the edge where I stopped the clear coat. You wanna do it pretty quickly after you're done with your clear. You can do this with reducer too, but I think this stuff works a little bit better. Okay, I think it turned out real nice. Nice color. Covered really quickly. So this covers over gray really quickly, which is good because I'm going to be using a gray epoxy primer tomorrow over just the body, the 2K primer areas on both doors and the quarter. And then I'm going to take DBC 500 and blend it out from where the epoxy primer stops. I'm going to blend the 500 clear base coat all the way out. And what that's going to do is going to make an even slick surface across the whole panel, and it's going to make the paint lay down nicer. But you can see how this blender works. It blends it nicely. Now this little mark you see here, there's actually a piece of trim that goes on here. It's like a little thin rubbery, plasticky type decal thing, but it turned out real nice. And then you see where I peeled the tape off here on that curve, and I sprayed that blender. So now you can't even tell, once this is peeled back, you're not even gonna be able to tell that that was blended right there in that or up here or anything like that. So it just melts it in nicely. It's nice and melted in down there. So that's pretty much it, guys. We have the jams done. And then, like I said, later on before it gets dark out, I'm gonna let this set for a couple hours. Then I will rehang the door. Probably untape it here pretty soon. Once I can touch the wet clear on the tape and it's not wet anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the plastic. Just let it sit out here in the sun. I'll tell you what, man, sun with clear, especially thin coats like this, makes it dry extremely quick, especially when you got some wind going on. And it doesn't matter, there's really no dirt in it. So if you guys realize, you can paint this stuff outside. If I wanted to, I could paint this car outside, but I'm always battling wind where I live, and it's just not worth it. So it's better for me to just pull it inside. Then I can control my environment and I know exactly what's going on. Plus, I always do get worried about leaving something outside and out of nowhere a storm comes or something like that, and I don't really want that to happen. I need to do my giveaway video, so if any of you guys have not gone to my giveaway video, go to it, leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed, and I'm going to be picking a winner. I'm going to try to do it this evening. I got to get on the computer, look up a website so that I can figure out. It's going to randomly pick somebody from the comments on that video. I just need to kind of play around with it. I've never done it before. That's why I apologize. I'm a little bit late on it. I'm almost at 3,300 subscribers. I think I started this giveaway at like 26 or 2,700 subscribers. So I'm well past where I should have been to do this giveaway, but I am going to get it done. In fact, the spray gun that I'm giving away is actually up in that box right there. Since I have it taped up in that Amazon box up there, ready to go. And I just got to figure out what size shirt. Actually, I got to open it back up so I can put a shirt in there with it. But I need to get that done, so I'm going to try my best to get that done. I got to do a little work in the basement on our arcade game on my other channel tonight, and then I'm going to sit down at the computer, play around with it, and once I feel that I am comfortable with it and I think it's working right, I don't know if I'll probably just maybe try it on a different video just to see what it does. I want to try it maybe if it'll let me do it a couple times just to make sure that it's not like screwing up or picking the same person every time or something like that. I want to make sure it's fair and right. There are not a ton of comments on that video, so if anybody else wants to enter, today's pretty much gonna be your last chance, because if I don't get it done tonight, it's gonna be tomorrow for sure. Like I said, I need to get on the computer and just play around with it and see what it ends up doing and if I trust it or not. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. I'll probably do a short video after I put the door on later. Thanks guys.